Welcome once again. Today we'll just be gisting about Abraham.
Abraham, what stood out for me was him just getting up and going to where he did not know. He did not know that, he did not know the name of where he was going to. He did not know. He just said, stand up, pack your things, pack yourself, and then go. That's what God told him. And he just did it. And me personally, like, it's easier to just thrive on certainty when you know that, okay, this is what you're doing, so you don't look like a fool or like someone that does not have direction. Because a lot of times there are a lot of things that happen and I've told myself, I'm like, okay, what will I tell people? And every time I say that, especially when I want to spend my own money, I'll ask myself, this money that I want to spend, what will I not tell people? And the thing that is occurred to me when I make that ridiculous statement, okay, when I used to, because I've not made that statement in a while, God used to be like, I don't understand. Did they give you the money? So who's explaining? Who are you explaining it to? What explanation do you think you owe people that you're telling yourself, what will I tell them? But just imagine Abraham carrying his wife. What did he even tell? Where did he tell his wife he was going to?
Exactly.
Where did he tell his father? Because they don't say his father was dead. What did he tell his father? His own village people that made send for and say, okay, now bye bye. You just say, okay, bye bye, we're traveling. So yeah, where can we go? I don't know.
Did you know anybody there?
No.
He won't give too much information. He'll just say, I'm
But
going.
he went with Lot. That means Lot's father allowed him carry
Lot's father was dead.
He was dead. Okay, sure. Lot. No, that's why you ask him much questions. So you didn't make it. Let him just risk it. But that's a lot. That's a lot. And the thing is that it's funny that a lot of times the things that God asks you to do will just look stupid. Because if you have to explain yourself to people, you will not even have any reasonable explanation to say, okay, this is why, this is my 5-year plan, this is why I'm doing this thing. You cannot explain it to. You'll just be looking, they'll say why, you just say, you can't even say God told me. These days, you even say, me, I don't know about that people, but me, I don't even used to be like, God told me, depends on the person that I know, like, even if I say God told me tomorrow, everybody will rest. God told me, he didn't say that. But you know how you now go all spiritual and say God told me, then everybody's looking at you. When did this one start hearing it from God? When did God start talking? When did God say? But that a lot of explanation. So it makes sense. But truly, maybe he didn't tell them. Just maybe he took Isaac, he not tell his wife anything he was going. So maybe just told his wife, I'm going. No, maybe he told his father.
If you want to go,
follow me.
Because they don't say he carried Lot along. He just said Lot went with him.
him.
So Lot just said, please just wait for me a few seconds, a few minutes. I'll follow you. That's how Lot followed him.
Actually, he really liked Lot, so he must have been spoiling Lot.
I'm telling you.
Because he never had a child of his own, so Lot, he must have been spoiling Lot a lot. So Lot must have been like, let me follow this my uncle. This is a rich auntie. This my rich uncle. We can just go with him.
But that's you're saying, the boldness. He did not have any previous reference.
No.
And he did not ask any questions. You know the way Moses asked God, but I can't speak.
Else used to
God, I can't. Even Jacob,
Mary
even Isaac,
how will it?
even
Mary said, how will it be? Seeing us have not known him.
Yes, like,
but
a lot of people ask questions.
What of Gideon?
Gideon also
let's water touch
let's happen 3 times. This guy did not move. The first time he even asked him any question was when he said, when God told him that you something about exceeding great reward, and he said, God, what's my reward? Be seen I don't have a child, I won't take it. But that was like years later.
He said, no, you even asked him, he said, so it's like his Eliezer
that we
inherit property. Because
I'm telling you, like friends. But he did not ask most of the, in fact, like, he did not ask, and if he just say do this, he will just do it.
Yes.
Even concerning Isaac, did he ask a question?
No, I don't think so.
He just
even
did
concerning Ishmael, even when he was not happy, because he didn't even want to send Ishmael away. And God told him, listen to your wife and send him away. As in, don't worry, I will bless him. As in, oh, listen to your wife, send him away. It must have hurt him so bad. Because he did not, he loved Ishmael. He kept telling God, he was like, what of Ishmael? Like, can't it be? God just say, no. What, as in, he pleaded on behalf of Ishmael. If Ishmael could be the promise, God just told him, no, this is not the child I'll give you. And I'll give you another. The promise is coming. Finish you. But that somebody, it takes a lot. For you to just listen to God, and just be obeying God. That means you have to be unafraid of looking stupid.
Just drop
that
it.
You cannot carry pride. You cannot even say, I backed in my own strength. Or is this was 3 steps, 5 steps to the promised land. Which step will he give anybody? Nothing. Because 5 steps to what? What did he do other than obey?
That guy was he does not even talk much. He just
he was not. He
will not talk. He will just
he used to do swiftly.
Very
if God just tell him, oh yeah,
he has done it already.
He does not talk.
He
will just do it.
And do you know what I noticed? You know Jacob, when he got to Bethel, he said, God, I will give you 1/10 of everything that I get. You know, in all the things I read about Jacob, I didn't see him once give anything about it. But you see Abraham, that didn't even mention anything about it. It was that Abraham that gave 10% of that thing that he got, this first he got from those people.
Yes.
To Melchizedek. And he did not even mention it, he just did it.
Why?
He never even said, oh, I promise I will do this. He just did it.
The reason people are saying that, oh God, I will give you so amount, or God, I will give you this if you do this for me, it's so that it will look like a trade by barter. As in, they want to like trade off something. And the thing is that, what you don't need to. The way God loves the way God's love is towards us. Me, that's what I keep telling myself. Oh, we are His children. The same way my children, they don't need to come out. If what they ever try to do trade by barter, I'm saying talk now, they're doing, mommy, this thing annoys me, and I'm like, why are you talking like that? Even if I even wanted to do this thing before, I'm like, talk out or get out. Either you talk well because you're not a slave. Open your mouth at all. Wait, will I eat you? Talk. But this is so a lot of people just want to negotiate. They're saying God like Babalawo.
And it will be weird. Just imagine now, Hosanna or either coming and saying,
Mommy, because of the food that you give me, I'll give you one piece of my earring. Earring you just look at exactly. What am I, right?
Exactly.
What of the ball?
Like, who gave you the earring?
Who gave the ball and the family?
You know, like, it will not be looking weird. Like, what are you doing? What exactly are you trying to do? And that's how God is sometimes looking at us like, see this one also promising me, what don't I have? What do you have that I've not even given you? Like you're saying, God, if you do this for me, I will do this. If you do this for me, I will do this.
He would have just left his daughter.
He would have left that girl.
He would have just gone. God already said I will go with you.
I'm telling you, he would have gone. God would have said,
God already said I will go with you. He did not need to make a promise. He did not need to make a promise of his daughter.
Maybe was already great. He was already great at the point.
That's why they came to that prayer. Now, would they go? Is it have asked anybody in this life gone to meet somebody, come and help us when the person is a nobody? No. Do they meet nobody to say come and help? It was saying, well, let's leave Jethro.
We'll enter him one
let's
day.
Leave Jethro. Let's be Jephthah. I'm calling Jethro. I'm calling Jephthah. Let's just. No, Abraham tried.
He really tried.
He really tried. Like the way he was just obeying. And the thing is that even the Isaac that God promised him, how long did it take?
So long.
It took long.
It took long.
It took a long. It took long. Even when the angel told, even when the angel said, "Your wife said I'll give," but Sarah just laughed.
Do you know what I read? Do you know what I read? Do you know what I noticed? Not what I read. Abraham, at the point where Sarah asked Abraham, let Hagar be your second wife, so you sleep with her and then give birth to a child. Nowhere prior to that statement had Abraham told her for once, this is what God told me, I will give you a son.
He didn't tell Sarah.
Abraham was sharing those things that God was telling him. I don't think he was sharing it with Sarah because she had when she was saying it, she had no idea. She did not say since the promise is not forthcoming. That's not what she said. She just said since God has not given us a child. She did not make mention of the promise. And you know you said that this is personal. Yes. She's not built her own relationship with God. And do you know that you always say this thing that the promise was with her. It wasn't with Hagar, it wasn't with anybody else. The promise was with her. But yet she don't know about the promise. The promise that it was on top of her head. But she did not know about it. That Isaac was
your wife, Sarah. Did she even know that he was negotiating for Ishmael?
But God knew that the promise had to come from Sarah. Not only Abraham. Because if it was just Abraham, Ishmael could have passed now.
Yes.
If it was just his own seed that was needed. Yes. But Sarah's own too was needed. But she didn't know about it because clearly when she made that statement about you said?
It was like a covering for her.
It's true, but still your covering will not still have the relationship with God that you have.
No, I know. God. I'm just saying that as in why her life still, but who knows? While he was alive, he shared gifts to his children, he gave them gifts. He didn't have to wait till he was dead. When all the children already knew what was theirs, as in he gave them what he wanted to give them. So it was not, nobody had the energy to save bad blood for when their father dies. Everything was, Ishmael came, they buried their father in peace. They did not say, oh, we are sharing property. Yeah. They did bury and everybody went to what has been given to them. It's just wisdom. Honestly, there are things that can be avoided. It's just wisdom. When you look at your children, you even know the one that this one like the one that will fit. Even if you own several companies, one person will not run the whole company. You see the one that wants to run company, you see the one that wants to enter farm. you choose the one as in you know how to
Yes.
So that was really wise. As in Abraham, his strength was like this kind of quiet strength.
Yes.
When you look into his character, you will now see that he had sense. Like you see the wisdom, you see that this person, you see the wisdom in a lot of things that he did. It's not shouting, or like it's not. But when you look at it, you will now see that he actually had sense. Like he must have thought about it, or he would have maybe he asked God.
Yes.
Of what should he do or something, because I'm sure it's not every conversation he had with God that was written in the Bible, but someone that talks to God that often. God will not tell you can kill your child if both of you have not talked well. Yes.
And you trust him enough.
Yes.
But if you tell him to do this thing, maybe I should.
Because clearly they have been talking. He said leave your father's house. They have been talking. He said I'll make you a great nation, I'll give you a child. They have been talking. He said pursue Ishmael. He said let them go. They were talking as in there was always a conversation for the things that the major things that he did. There was always like a conversation.
Yes.
The only one I know that he did not maybe pray and directly ask God, like he already knew that his child would not marry from there. He said go and find wife
from my father's place.
Yes. He knew that okay, my son will not marry from this place. Yes. He did not even say when they are going to find wife. He did not say go and look for lost children. Those ones already raped their father.
That was a sad.
If not, they could have married though, because he was this person half sister. Sarah was his half sister. Isaac could have married one of Lot's daughters if they had sense. Really, I think what really gets me over and over again is that God knows the heart of people that actually love Him. And God said, if you love me, you will obey me. All the times that Abraham did something, when Abraham did what was off by marrying Hagar, maybe let's say he didn't, maybe he was not aware, like it's not that God told him to do this, then he went and did the opposite. It's human wisdom they used. But there was nothing God told him that he deliberately said, no God, like Lot, I will go to the mountain.
They tell Lot, go to that mountain over there. He said, no, can I just stay there?
After he still went there.
Do you know
went there? But you see
this thing about dragging, but people's mindset have not changed.
You can't, even
if you drag them out of that situation, they will still put themselves inside. They will still. We keep going back to that thing. Even angels, these were not even human beings.
Angels held him by the
told him go to this place. He said no.
He said no. He wants to stay in that place. And me, from this thing, I've seen in the Bible. This person was disobedient. What was his name? Saul was disobedient. The next thing, Saul started running mad. No, evil spirits. This other person became disobedient. He started running mad. Lots.
He went and stayed in a cave throughout his life.
Because he was afraid that he went and stayed in a cave.
Fear that gripped him.
What are you afraid of? Like, it's like the person starts hallucinating. Like, he just really saw, he will just become temperamental. They have to sink for him to calm down. The cost of disobedience is too much. But the only thing that will even make somebody obey God other than love is even having fear of God. I don't think Lot even had fear of God. Yes. Because even when people they say don't be afraid, they didn't need to tell him don't be afraid.
Exactly.
You don't get fear. You not get.
Because you know that angels.
You know it's an angel. Angel is carrying.
They are telling you. In fact, they tell you leave this place. You're still.
He didn't want to.
He didn't want to go. Then you turn back, looking at the place longing.
Then his wife wasn't looking back.
What are you longing for?
His wife kept looking back.
Do you know something else you said? All those headsmen that he had, that's all those sheep, all those
men that were struggling with. Yes, all those men that were struggling with Abraham. What happened to all of them? Did they leave him? Where did all of them go to? That he did not have him that went with an entourage, like he went with like an army.
He came out
empty. So all those men that he came with, it's not like they were men of Sodom and Gomorrah. They are men that he came out with.
So what happened?
Did he talk to them? Did those people fear God already with him? Like, were they not already with them? Didn't they have their same orientation? Do you understand?
They must have already probably mixed up with the Sodom and Gomorrah, with the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, or maybe they died, or maybe something, or maybe they ran away. Because I'm sure them too, they must have hated the iniquity. Because they must have stayed with Abraham too. And they must have seen that Abraham was a good man like that. But people of Sodom and Gomorrah, they were very, very wicked. They were too wicked.
They were too wicked. They wanted to rape a man. Then him to even show that himself was not okay.
He was not
wanted
okay.
to offer up his daughters.
Why did he offer up himself?
Yes.
Since he was so kind.
You're a man.
Just
Be
so
kind.
kind.
Say me and nobody have
And
raped me.
he knows
He could
that
have
it's
said-
men that they want. Why
Yes.
did he
Why
not
did he
say-
just say they not raped? People have not raped me before. You people can now have me.